Elissa Slotkin was on record saying that Democrats should drop the word oligarch from their messaging because for whatever fucking reason, I literally don't care. She's wrong. She is a freshman. I don't know if she's a freshman, but she's a very new representative. She's very establishment Democrat. After Trump's first major speech, she went online and delivered the rebuttal and got absolutely fucking... She has no motion, straight up. No motion, no aura, none of that. Her speeches racked up like a few 100,000 views online. Meanwhile, Bernie Sanders got like 1 million plus views in his first 24 hours on his personal YouTube channel alone. Elissa Slotkin doesn't stand for anything. She's a milquetoast Democrat. She's the daughter of a former intelligence official. I believe it's CIA, but I can't recall. I don't recall specifically. And Bernie...
Sanders hits Slotkin's suggestion to...
And Bernie went back at her and said, What are you doing? Why are you talking like this? We're going to listen to this article because I enjoy not having to fucking blow my voice out all the time.
Ditch oligarchy talk. Americans Aren't Dumb by Jesse Burns. Senator Bernie Sanders, independent from Vermont on Sunday, pushed back on a suggestion from Senator Elissa Slotkin, Democrat from Michigan, to change how Democrats are talking about President Trump and his administration, saying, "The American people are not quite as dumb as Ms. Slotkin thinks they are." Sanders was pressed in a TV interview about a recent critique from Slotkin, a fellow member of the Senate Democratic Caucus, who advised Democrats to drop the term oligarchy when criticizing Trump and his allies. Slotkin, who won her seat in a battleground state carried by Trump last year, told Politico that the term doesn't resonate with voters outside of coastal areas and suggested the party should instead say it opposes kings.
Dude, shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of these goddamn semantics. This whole idea of American exceptionalism has now permeated that, oh, we can't have oligarchs. We're the United States of America. Only China and Russia have oligarchs. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Google, and Elon Musk were all front row at Trump's inauguration. Elon Musk gave Donald Trump $270 million. If this is not oligarchy, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know. What are we doing here?
Sanders, who has crisscrossed primarily western U.S. cities with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat from New York this year, for the pair's Fighting Oligarchy tour, drawing tens of thousands of people, hit back Sunday in an interview on NBC News' Meet the Press. "Well, geez, we had 36,000 people out in Los Angeles, 34,000 people in Colorado. We had
36,000 people out in Los Angeles, 34,000 people in Colorado. We had 30,000 people in Folsom, California, which is kind of a rural area. I think the American people are not quite as dumb as Ms. Slotkin says they are. I think they understand very well when the top 1% owns more wealth than the bottom 90%, when big money interests are able to control both political parties. They are living in an oligarchy."
30,000 people in Folsom. When big money interests are able to control both political parties, they are living in an oligarchy, he added. A spokesperson for Slotkin did not immediately respond to a request for comment from the Hill. Slotkin, a former CIA analyst who served in the House for 6 years, has revealed some of her frustration.
Oh, she was in the CIA? Holy fuck. I thought her dad was in the CIA. Regardless, it makes even more sense now. She's not even fully removed from the intelligence agency. Okay, all right, yeah. I was kind of right.
In the past, suggesting at a town hall meeting last month that lawmakers like Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez have a lot of words while asking, what have they actually done to change the situation?
Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking... No, like, honestly, is this person a fucking dumbass? What have they done to change the system? Well, first of all, one person can't change the fucking system when they're in Congress. Hello? Hello? Earth to Elissa. Bernie is not capable of changing the system by himself. But yet, what has he done? All of the fucking bills that he's authored, all of the various populist issues that he's been willing to work across the aisle on, whether that is higher minimum wage, whether that is Medicare for all, whether that is capping interest rates on credit cards to 10%, like Bernie has consistently advocated for and pushed the same issues in Congress for the entirety of his political career, for longer than Elissa Slotkin has probably been out of diapers. And she has the fucking nerve to ask what Bernie Sanders has done to change the system. Are you fucking stupid? This guy is at Coachella. This guy is selling out arenas over just his messaging alone because people fuck with him. People know that he is one of the few people in Washington, D.C. that actually has a vested interest in improving the material conditions of these people. To try to check Bernie on his credentials is so fucking disrespectful. How dare you? What have you done to change the system? What have you done, Elissa Slotkin, to make life better for your constituents? How fucking dare you?
Donald Trump. The Progressive Lawmakers Tour.
Okay. What have you actually done to change the situation with Donald Trump? I shot my load a little too early. He is currently going across the goddamn country doing a fucking tour. But he's not just going to liberal safe havens, right? He didn't go from Boston to New York City to Philly, across the country to LA. He didn't go down to Dallas or San Antonio. He went to districts that went from Biden in 2020 to Trump in 2024 to figure out why these people had a change of heart and to educate them on why Donald Trump is a disaster. That's what he's doing. He's doing way more than any of you fucking limp-dicked Democrats in Congress. If we're just talking about the aesthetics of the situation, Elissa Slotkin's message after Donald Trump's first quote-unquote State of the Union, she waited until the speech was finished. Bernie Sanders left in the middle of his speech. Where were you, Elissa Slotkin? Where were you standing up with Al Green when he was protesting Donald Trump during his speech? What have you done, Elissa Slotkin, to change the situation with Donald Trump? You've done fucking nothing because you are an institutionalist asshole. You are a fucking sick establishment Democrat. You don't give a single fuck about any of your constituents. I guarantee that. You're using Congress as a stepping stone. A former fucking CIA agent turned House of Representatives, turned a fucking representative. Give me a fucking break.
Which has stoked buzz about Ocasio-Cortez's political ambitions, is billed as aiming to produce real discussions across America on how we move forward to take on the oligarchs and corporate interests who have so much power and influence in this country. The duo has held other stops this year in states including Montana, Idaho, Utah, and Arizona. They're
fucking Montana. And guess what? Thousands of people came. Pause. Thousands of people came. No, I'm sorry. Thousands of people came to that rally. It might have even been tens of thousands. In Montana. Mon-fucking-tana, where even the bison are probably MAGA. What a fucking smack in the face. And what really frustrates me about this situation is that Bernie is too nice of a guy to put Elissa Slotkin in her place. He will not big bro her. He will not do what I'm doing. And that's fine. I know Bernie's personality. by now. He's not a confrontational person, but I am. I am, especially when you're a Democrat, an apparent Democrat, who is not fighting for the same thing that the most popular person in Congress is fighting for.
Tour includes 2 upcoming events in Pennsylvania on Friday and Saturday. Sanders said Sunday that the two-party system is failing the working class of this country, pointing to health care, wages, a corrupt campaign finance system that allows billionaires to control both political parties and more. Those are some of the issues that need to be discussed. And we are going out around the country right now asking people, working people, run for office. You want to run as a Democrat? Great. You want to run as an independent? That's great. But you have to get involved in the political process, he said.
Keep in mind, Bernie and AOC are going around talking about all of these very valid issues that he mentions in this article. Contrast that to Elissa Slotkin, who in her response to Donald Trump praised Ronald fucking Reagan. Ronald fucking Reagan.
Slotkin, who delivered the Democratic response to Trump's joint address to Congress earlier this year, told Politico that Democrats nationally should push to retake the flag from Trump and Republicans while shedding what she described as a weak and woke public perception.
Dude, if you're if you're an adult and you're still talking about wokeness as a serious thing, you are an unserious person to me. You are not engaged. Like, why am I going to engage in a discussion with you, an adult, who still thinks that wokeness is a legitimate topic that we can talk about? Like, I even struggled to deal with this when people are like, oh my God, you're woke. It's like, I'm woke because, like, I don't think that you should be racist towards black people, and I don't think that you should be misogynistic to women, and I don't think that you should demonize trans people. If that makes me woke, call me fucking woke, I guess. Like, I don't care. But, like, again, this is like liberal posturing. We need to show that we're a strong party and we're not weak and woke. You know what's strong, Elissa Slotkin? Standing up for people who have it worse than you. Being a voice for people who are vulnerable and people who have been taken advantage of by the system. That is what a strong person does. A strong person advocates for the betterment of society and for the empowerment of people who are not in as privileged of a position as them. This can extend to people like Bernie Sanders, who are massively influential. This extends to people like LeBron James and major celebrities who use their platforms to talk about certain issues. This is even for white people who speak out against systemic racism and who try to educate their friends and family about what systemic racism actually means. That is a strong person. A strong person has convictions and beliefs. A strong person transcends the party boundaries. That is what strength is about. It is about doing good by other people and for other people.
After this 100 days of the Trump administration, we owe the nation a plan, reclaiming our patriotism, a real economic plan for the middle class, and a fight for our democracy that recognizes the stakes, she wrote on social media following a speech in Lansing on Thursday to begin laying out her strategy for Democrats.
What is your strategy? What is your strategy for the middle class, Elissa Slotkin? Because you're talking down on Bernie. You're downplaying what he's done for electoral politics in the United States of America. You're downplaying his contribution to class consciousness. He says more about strengthening the middle class in one fucking sentence than you do in a whole goddamn speech. You merely mention improving the working class. Bernie has a fucking plan to improve the working class. Shame on you for coming from a working class district, from coming from a working class state, and still not being able to recognize the damage that you're doing by choosing to not be principled and to not have a serious ideology. And instead, all you care about is being able to play fucking patty cake with Republicans when you go to your goddamn fucking lobbying contests, conferences.